Welcome back to the OJ Today. So for the past couple of seasons, the Georgetown Raiders have been one of the top teams in the OJ, no question about it. They were talented, but they were young. And to be honest, a bit on the smaller side. Physically, the Raiders weren't about to strike fear into the hearts of opponents. That has changed significantly this year. Coach Greg Walters now has a team that's got the size, the skill, and the veteran experience to compete with the big boys. And we take a closer look at the Raiders in this week's team report, brought to you by Muscle Milk. Muscle Milk. Get stronger every day. Last season, the Georgetown Raiders knew they'd be good, but even they surprised themselves. With the youngest team in the OJHL, they had the talent, but many figured that come playoff time, their lack of experience would come back to bite them. The Raiders proceeded to shock most observers by finishing second overall in points in the regular season and advancing all the way to the Buckland Cup final, before finally succumbing to a veteran Trenton squad.
Yeah, you know, we just kept cruising throughout the year. We were better than we thought, and then first round came along, it was easy. Second round was tough. North York, they had us down 2-0, and then we fought back, won 4 straight. But yeah, certainly it was a great experience for our team being in the 4th round, and that'll help us a lot this year.
Raiders head coach and GM Greg Walters actually was building the team for a championship run this year. Last season was just a pleasant bonus. And Georgetown is looking like a bona fide challenger. They've been at or near the top of the OJ all season, led by reigning league Rookie of the Year, Jack Jacome.
Well, his quick turns are ridiculous. You know, he's in the corner, and one second he's there, the other second he's way over in the other side of the corner. So he's extremely quick, his vision's unbelievable, and I think his defensive presence isn't seen, but it's there. He's very strong in the D zone.
Jacome, teamed with standout Josh Dickinson, have been a juggernaut that's been nearly impossible to shut down.
Josh, he does pretty much everything on the ice. I know he's definitely one of the more dominant figures in the league, both offensively and defensively. Obviously, he has the numbers to show, and he plays a very sound defensive game, and he's definitely very reliable.
The Raiders have gotten bigger, stronger, and more talented this year. Up and down the lineup, there's a physical veteran presence both through the maturation of existing players and high-end additions.
I mean, all 4 lines were strong last year, but this year, every line's a top 2 line.
Bringing in a couple key guys at the deadline, you know, it just it's made our team a little bit older and deeper, say. I think last year maybe that was a little bit knock on our team, and I think we also got a little bit tougher.
For example, you had a Griffin James, well, you know, Payette and Tom and Dabowski, they all got bigger, stronger. Tom's been awesome this year. In addition to Griffin James, Carson Pierce, they're all big, strong guys on the back end. And then, you know, one of my favorite players so far this year is Jordan Anderson. I mean, this kid plays hard, he's fast, he's skilled. And then you go, you know, and you get Rigney and Blasby and Doherty. Hampton's been real good for us. So those are real big, strong guys that, you know, will help us down the stretch against the older, stronger teams. Keegan Blasby, first of all, a great teammate. He's an unbelievable kid who just came here and wants to win. NHL shot, skill, great vision on the ice, and we're looking for big things from him come playoff time. Big, strong body. Matt McJenna, he's been great for us. He's been our second-line centerman for most of the year here. He's a very skilled kid, hockey sense through the roof. You know, he's putting up numbers. He's learning to play, you know, a 200-foot game, which he picked up very early.
In goal, the Raiders picked up Josh Astorino from Junior B before the season began, and he's been a standout.
Josh has been unbelievable, and I can't say enough good things about his character. how he prepares himself. He's a consummate professional. In addition to that, you know, we weren't sold on our backup spots, so you know, we just went out and we got picked up Nicholas Tatinovich, who's a very good goaltending. So, you know, our biggest thing was making sure that we had depth in all areas of our team, and we were able to do that.
With numerous teams loading up at the trade deadline, the playoffs this year promise to be one of the most competitive in recent history, and the Raiders will be right there in the thick of the title hunt.
Our team's very good right now. We're big, we're strong. Last year we were a little bit on the smaller side, so we added some size here, and you know, I mean, our record speaks for itself. As a coach and GM, I'm very happy with the way the boys are playing.